Hi, girls. Hope you're enjoying this Indian music. As I explained the other day, is a raga or a sacred song, and I'm going to try to explain as simply as possible because it's pretty heavy-duty stuff. Um, what we were looking at the other day in the meditation, and that is that this sense of reality as one, and what our human destiny is in that reality. So we're going to take a look at four concepts today: Brahman, Atman, Maya, and Moksha. And to begin, we have this quote about the drops of water, that we're all drops of water, all one, but we appear to be different and distinct. And during moments of deeper awareness, we realize that everything is one. And that's where our glory lies. That's where our identity lies, not in making ourselves this big individual and competing over everything else, but it's this sense of oneness, that it's not I and you, us and them, it's we. And we see how this consciousness, the opposite of that, wounds in so many ways. We see it from everywhere from Louisville to everywhere else this summer, that we've been wounded by divisions and so forth. Okay, so let's take a look at this and try to look at it through a personal lens too. So the first idea is this idea, or really reality, not an idea, of Brahman. This sense of that everything really is one thing. At the essence, at the core, everything is one. It's already one. There's no need to make it one or to pretend that it's one. It is one. And the problem, therefore, is here. It's my own consciousness. It's my own mind. So the Hindus will say that because everything is one, this thing is so vast and infinite that you're unable to really define it. You can't limit it. You can't describe it really. It's hard to get a handle on. And so they'll say things like neti neti. It's not this, it's not that, when we talk about Brahman. So Brahman's not a god. Brahman's not a supreme being. Brahman just is the word that means everything. Okay, the whole universe and the essence of everything. So you're part of it, I'm part of it. This room that I'm in and you're in are part of it. Everything in the universe is one. And so we also have the concept then of what's the problem? The problem is that we are blind. And the word for that is Maya. We simply don't see the oneness that's already there. And so we have these little things. I won't uncover the one that I'm blocking there because there's no need. We're going to look at something next slide. So we have this sense of that, we make these divisions. If you look at the map of the United States, it doesn't really look like that. Below here is this Packers-Seahawks game from way back when, where they couldn't tell whether it was an interception or a touchdown. And so there's this inter-touchdownception kind of joke. Our way of seeing is everything. I can see things like they're divided, like you're against me and I'm against you, or I can see what they really are, that they're one. So we see another image of this here in this map, where we see that all these colors and divisions and state names and boundaries and so on, they don't really, at a certain level, exist. Of course, they're practical and we do them for a reason, but at this level, they don't really exist. When we're looking down at the reality that's there, it's a different view. Okay, so where do I fit into that? Who am I if everything's one? Where's my individuality? And the Hindus refer to this as the soul, or the Atman, your eternal self, your eternal soul, who you are really deep, deep down. And who you really are deep, deep down, because everything is one, is the whole universe. If we would let go of these divisions that we create up here, the Hindus say we'd realize that everything is one. And we treat each other with that oneness. We treat all creation with that oneness, and so on. So at the reality, or at the bottom of things, yourself is the self of the universe. In other words, Atman is Brahman, and Brahman is Atman. Everything is the same. And so the experience of realizing this oneness, that everything's one, everything's together, is called moksha. It could be described as freedom, liberation, this release, salvation. We use that word in Christianity. And what is it salvation from? It's salvation from this thing called blindness or Maya. So when we take off the blinders and realize everything is one, we'll be happy, we'll be at peace, we'll have that feeling of connectedness to everything that is. And this is the idea of Brahman in Hinduism, which is the key idea, and it's a key idea really for all religions, because every religion at its core is saying that everything originally, at least, is one. And the whole idea is to get back to that oneness and to live there in happiness.